Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. And he's being shifted off it. And he's managed to get free. Pings in across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Out again for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Drogba, Nedved. Drogba picks it up out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Beckham bumps him off it and wins back the ball, and that's gone loose.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And this is Drogba. And he welcomes it in. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, what has happened here? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. An uncompromising challenge. Gets good distance on it. Gerrard. Back into the middle. He's chosen to go back. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Played out wide. Beckham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he can clear it away. Cannavaro. And it's Gerrard. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today that
what do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Bergkamp. Mbappe! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Santos do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? He is through here! Beckham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Beckham to take it as usual. Beckham goes short. And it's Gerrard. Shoots! It's a good run down the right. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Maldini. Collar. Cannavaro with the clearance. Now it's Eto'o. That's been cut out, well played. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And now the breakaway. Ball looks a good one. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gerrard. That is ended up in no man's land.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
In with the challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Done delicately. Gerrard gathers from the goal kick. Drogba, he's had a shot! Oh, what about that? And surely that has won the day! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Santos really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have the first goal.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Added time.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Barcelona against Santos.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The way. Tele, can he get it through? Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way past. Referee's given a throw. It's anyone's ball now. In for the pieces. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he whips in across. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Ricky Push, and this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And this is Luis Suarez, and this is Messi. And that was very necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Eto'o.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi going full tilt down the right-hand side. Baresi. Ricky Puig. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out to the left flank. He's got away, and he's had a hit! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Santos certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pelé, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Pelé tries to pass it through, and a chance! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Not the most accurate pass.
They've
got it again.
Has been indicated.
Messi looking to get on the end of this. It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Baresi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
The latest
at this
travel
stage.
information is currently being displayed on the screen. Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Cannavaro. Bale. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Santos do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. And he's intervened well there. Kubo gets it away. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Bale. Goes for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That pass has been well intercepted. Luis Suarez. Baresi. It's a searching pass. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Luis Suarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That is very well defended. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has been clubbed away. Driven forward. And he thumps it clear. And they're back on the ball again. That's a cute ball. And this is Neymar. Bale. Pele.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he's picked out the run. That's a good ball. Can he finish? He has done it! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Santos get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Pele. Good effort from distance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. It's Bale! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
And we come to you now with a quick
How would you
request
summarise
for
what we've
support
seen today
for our
then, Jim?
World Charity
Santos,
Fund.
absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Batistuta. Baresi gets across to intercept that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kamavinga. And he's there to get it away. We're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Batistuta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he lines up a cross. Schneider! He can get that clear. Santos yet to have an attempt on goal. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And that was very necessary. It's a throw-in. Baresi. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. That's really well cleared. Paris Saint-Germain deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it's
And Batistuta! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Eto gets it away. Van Dijk. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Santos are looking to break at pace. And it's Serginho. Ricky Puig. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Schneider. He is through here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This for the lead. Terrific save by Abbiati. Oh, he's missed it, and the referee blows. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please turn towards the screen.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Santos really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Bergkamp. Vieira. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cleared without complication. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Eto'o. Out for a throw. Serginho. Camavinga. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pings it across.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Eto'o. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome to
night,
today's
all the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the
Against
passionate crowd
Inter.
demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Santos finding their passes. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once the...
It's Bale! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's definitely not his best. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Good chance here! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Vlahovic. Well, there's the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. Aimed beyond the defence. Santos do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Messi. Nicely shaped ball. Great vision. And he's in on goal. Oh, robust challenge. Jorginho clears. That's very neat. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Bergkamp. Jorginho wins the duel this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Bergkamp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Van Dijk. And it's Beckham. Vlahovic, big header! He will be livid with himself. Done delicately. Beckham is there and he can pick it up. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for a runner. That has been cut short. And he's gone looking for safety.
Has been indicated.
And here's Vlahovic. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Santos leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Santos. Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field is number 41.
And we're off again.
Esteban. Substitution
A solitary
taking
goal.
place.
That has been the crucial difference. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bergkamp. Threads one in. Back into the middle. Batistuta! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Bellingham picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, that's well spotted. Santos do a pit. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it out wide. In towards the back stick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. That is a great pick out. And this is Messi. Baresi with a fine tackle. And now they can clear their lines. Jorginho really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a shade optimistic.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
And he shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Santos certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need...
Bellingham! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And here's Park Ji-sung. Batistuta. Great ball, and he's in here.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Batistuta. And they've got rid. He's on it, can he get away? Inter Milan can't breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's the throw.
Substitution.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. And here's
2
Beckham.
added minutes has been indicated.
Beckham! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Bergkamp plays it short, and it's made its way to him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Strong running down that left flank. And this is Eto'o.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. France looking to pass their way through. It's Son Heung-min! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And here's Bale. Otto just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? That pass isn't the best. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a loose ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Eto'o. Oh, it's Bergkamp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Rising over the bar.
Bale will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in. Plenty to aim at here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Santos really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Bale! Bale!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And they're back on the ball again. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's
There will be
Eto'o.
1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence
Just a
of
quick
what we've seen,
announcement. It is now
they're
time
worth
for
their
a
lead.
special
There
worry.
was genuine
Please grab the
intensity
tickets you were given
and
when you
purpose
walk into the
behind what
gates.
they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Santos can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Santos. Number 4, Bale.
And the
Number
second half
19,
gets underway.
Messi. Coming
Well,
on
it's
the
been
field,
tight, Peter, but I'm
number
expecting
11,
things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Davids, and that has put paid to that. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. and he's gone looking for safety. Good take, and is he in? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Almost an hour gone. And here's Batistuta.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Vieira with the clearance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He won't be happy with that one, and that could set him on his way. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Baresi getting this one clear. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Eto'o gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? And Batistuta! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Substitution
There is
in
some
progress.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Kubo. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Maradona. Looks a good ball through. Deftly away. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute
Santos
added
can
time.
really think about the precious seconds that took off the...
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Eto'o picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Hello, attendees. This is a
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ricky Puig gets a foot in here. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bergkamp. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Bergkamp. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now it's Bergkamp. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Applies the finish! Can he get it through? He's on it, can he get away? Rijkaard does well to stand firm and defend it. Mbappe, Tunisia looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Goal! Santos! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Santos have broken through, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bebeto. That pass has been well intercepted. Bebeto.
Santos really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, important interception. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And it's been taken short. Drilled in. Mbappe! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equals.
And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow
on
at the
public
break.
transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Substitution for Santos. Number 11, Mbappe. Number
Tunisia
7,
kick off the second half.
Junior. Number 28,
Santos are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Let's hope. Touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Played back in. And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bergkamp cuts a frustrated figure right now. Bergkamp with a definite fell there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitutions taking place.
Tunisia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That's a cute ball. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that has been clubbed away, and they're quick to get it back. Oh, now here's... And Messi! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish right from the top draw! And they're back in front! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that's gone loose. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi.
Such good technique.
Messi! Oh! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Substitution.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Adeyemi. Bale. Chance here to counter. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Nice interception, well timed. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Adeyemi. Now it's Ansu Fati. Fati proves just a little bit too strong. And now the breakaway. Bale. And here's Eto'o. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Owen. Odo cuts out the pass. Odo getting this one clear. And that's it. Santos can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. As you can see, we've already started here. It is a corner. Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Palmer running with the ball.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Oh, that's neat. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job done. Rijkaard. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter, no doubt.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rijkaard.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's there to make the challenge. Looking for the run. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, that's fabulous.